Hey everybody, this is Rhino and we're back to LEGO Jurassic World. Let's continue the story. We're in the second movie, uh, Jurassic Park The Lost World. See, it's almost kind of a middle point, isn't it? The Lost World connects to Jurassic World with the word world. Hmm, that's odd. We are like 5 steps. We are exactly where we started the last level. Not even 5 steps. We are exactly. They're doing kind of like in Lego The Lord of the Rings. I guess the open world walks you to a point, and then you start a mission, and it's all connected. That's weird because in the first game that really wasn't the case. If it was the case, I didn't realize it. Maybe it was.
Someone? These little green things have got me surrounded! I never should have swapped my stun rod for Morris's dessert.
Hmm. Let's see if we can free these guys. I don't know if I have anybody that can take on those characters. Let's see, the only character I have that right now is this one. And so I can't do anything with her. This guy, what is his name? Robert Burke. So I guess I just have to move forward. We do have the poo lady though, so she can jump in the poo. Hmm. Really shouldn't do too much stuff out here though in the free play actually. Here's one of the 10 sick dinosaurs. And I think we should just leave it alone. Well, we can't actually. We need it. So, we'll see if this guy can pick this up and find the first piece. The game is forcing us to play some open world stuff, which is alright. Eventually, I feel like LEGO games need to just go 100% open world and have the stories be instances in the open world and then not be separate areas that uh, like they are now. But if they do that, they have to then make the open world sections severely more detailed with elements because there is quite a lot of empty space in this section you can see. Uh, just running around here doing nothing. See, I've gotten too far away from that guy to feel like that's the right direction. Tap that B button to open this place. And then I don't think he can go in the dark, but he does have a flare. There we go. So we give the dinosaur ice cream, banana, and mushrooms. And then we've got to find the mushrooms. Hmm. What's this thing? Is that something for the Jurassic World sphere thing that I saw in that movie? It seems like it might be. Hmm. Where's the guy with the gun? There we go. Can't hit that. Hmm. Well, he does have a gun. Maybe he could shoot uh, these guys. Hmm. They are a group, but I'm not hitting any of them. That's weird. They seem to move, but in strange ways. Let's just break everything and see if there's anything more to find. Okay, our new character can assemble these statues like the main guy in the first movie. And then somebody else I think has to seesaw here. Is the girl here like a good jumper? Oh, I see how that works. That was a little confusing. Here's a mushroom. How'd Ian get up here? Feed the Triceratops. That's our first sick dinosaur healed. And that gets us a brick. So we now know that that's what we're supposed to do. Apparently you need a T-Rex for that section. And the T-Rex doesn't seem like it can charge into the other dinosaurs, so even the other dinosaurs are afraid of them. That wasn't supposed to happen. But it seems to pretty consistently actually occur. That is strange. Well, it seems pretty obvious that there's some free play elements here that I'm not going to be able to get. So let's move forward and actually start the level. I wish you could just gain ground, gain speed as you run, and break these things instead of having to actually hit X. That seems like an extra button press that's probably unnecessary. This kind of looks like what the T-Rex was.
Help me! This little pest looks a lot bigger close up.
Does anybody have a knife?
Said they weren't dangerous.
Let's see.
Hey, Carter,
Does this guy? No, I don't think any of our characters can cut those. Which is weird. Make a platform, come up here, just jump, and just keep on moving. We make it back to a camp.
Oh, what? I turned my back for 5 seconds and the little pests have dragged my gun up a tree. Should have signed up to that other mission on the island full of kittens instead.
So he wants his gun back. The only character that would be small enough would possibly be her. And no, she's not small enough either. So that's a free play thing. Let's see, how about her? Can she do this? No. She's... So there's another character. So I think we just are gonna ignore everything here, even though we've seen a ton of free play stuff, and go here and start the level.
You want to learn something new, huh? Then I'm happy to help.
Didn't seem like I could do anything.
The operations building is right down in there. About a mile and a half, base of these cliffs. We'll let them sleep. 1 more hour.
She's eating all the food.
What is that?
She's feeding the T-Rex.
Don't run!
This is an interesting chase scene. It's just like a whole group of them. Let's see, and we're starting the level with the chase scene, so we're trying to run into as much things and jump on the logs because that'll give us 1,000. And I bet there's some collectibles I'm gonna miss. This mechanic actually works rather well for this story. I've seen it used in a lot of other LEGO games where it's kind of pointless or just added in for no reason. He's just gonna get squished. But he'll be fine because this is a LEGO game. Of course, that really gets back down to the problem making a LEGO game after Jurassic Park is Jurassic Park is kind of bloody. There's a lot of implied death at least, if not actual death.
It's coming back! Ooh.
Not into the long grass!
And here come the Velociraptors. They stole his hat.
Hey! Look at this. I think it's RJ's back. Go.
See, I wonder if they couldn't bring back the hacker girl from the first movie because she was just so unbelievably capable for her age, being athletic, being a hacker girl, and having her little brother Timmy. They were the grandkids of... Is there no one here that can pick up these things? Of the old guy that would say that then they really don't have much of a relationship to the nephew who took over InGen. Let's see, if they're grandkids, that means they would be... Yeah, they may not be related at all. Cousins to the nephew. Let's see, help.
Thank you. I thought my goose was cooked.
So we're saving the guys from the raptors.
Watch out for the helicopters!
So we got these grass, but look at the sky. It's just like pitch black. Pitch black. Couldn't they put some stars in there? Those two guys that apparently got taken out. Couldn't do anything about it. Let's see. Girl. Scientist. I guess the Jurassic Park series definitely deserves an applauding for its diversity. But the scientific fields aren't super 50-50 as far as genders, depending on which specific field they go into. We're talking about. Of course, the fictional scientific fields are a lot easier to fix that in than the real ones. Which one has the shovel? Her? Him? No? Does none of the characters have a spade? I guess none of them do. How am I supposed to go get that collectible that's over there? There's like a small section of grass that you can walk in, and then a lot of it is just a fixed wall. And we're halfway through. This feels extremely like it was a unfinished level. Just the darkness, the large amount of walls here. This is not a typical Lego level. The chase section. Let's see. Tap that X button. Punch him in the nose. Tap the B button. Punch him in the nose again. See, you can even see stars from that angle. It's just you don't see it from this angle. It's just pitch black. It feels so empty, this level. There's very little to do in it. It's a straight run from point A to point B. We are getting attacked by creatures. That's better than some of the worst Lego levels I've ever seen. But that Velociraptor's chasing after the lawnmower. Why would you have a lawnmower? Spitters! That was a bit of a surprise. But looking at the True Survivor bar, it feels like we're gonna. What's it
Need a
say?
hand with something?
Agile character. She has the scream ability. What was this? Some pink and blue objects, you can slide under them when you press A. You gotta have a little bit of momentum there. And apparently the other girl is an agile character also. It's not a fair compensation to say all the girls are agile and then the guys don't get something too. There should be a female character that's not agile. But the needs of the Lego game often break the desires of fairness, which is almost always an impossible goal. That's one of the things that oddly gets taught and over-taught in schools, is that you should always be fair. And there's lots and lots of scenarios where fairness isn't right. If somebody is dying of dehydration and the other person and another person is completely fine, you don't give half of your water to the person who's completely fine and half of the water to the person dying of dehydration. You give all of your water to the dehydrated person because his needs are greater. And this is the blonde character. I think that might be the lady that runs Jurassic World. Is this guy not gonna get eaten?
Tickling me. No. For the love of everything that's tickling me. No, not the sides. Ow. Oh, ow. Okay.
Distract him with taking pictures.
Fighting. No, not cool, man. No, not cool. I thought it was going to be
Some kind of pie. Possibly chicken.
And a lot of these people are getting eaten.
This was the worst idea ever. You're telling me my hay fever is acting up a storm.
And see, the plot of Jurassic World makes no sense when you think of like what occurred in Jurassic Park 2. What am I supposed to do? I can barely even see these characters. I don't see what I'm supposed to, what button I'm supposed to press or anything like that. It's like sneak around here, I guess, and get to dive in the poo. I don't think it's ever gonna stop being a little funny. Maybe I just have a childish sense of humor or not, but I think they do a good job there. So that's 2 more guys saved.
I owe you my life. Can I give you $10 instead?
We almost got the true survivors, so that's 3 and 4. Tap X. Punch that dinosaur in the nose. Notice there's a scream sound playing. Again, I don't like the screaming. I don't like it in any game. You're gonna hear a character scream a lot, and it's like, nope. Games are about repetitiveness. Screams, I don't even think I'd particularly prefer that they were in movies. Not that you're supposed to enjoy the sound of screaming or anything, it's just if you're making a fictional story, why not leave it alone and not have them scream? The question I want to ask right now is, Timmy, does he have a scream ability? Or is it only the young girls like this? Big old hamburger. That seems a little too bit on the nose, because the character just said, "Can I give you a hamburger instead?" like 5 seconds earlier. That joke and then the hamburger joke should have been in different levels, not right next to each other. I suppose it is worth mentioning that Jeff Goldblum, who plays Dr. Ian Malcolm here, also was in the remake of the movie The Fly, which basically was a warning about science gone too crazy and too wild and being unchecked. And it effectively is the cloning of a human and a fly together. The dinosaur's got his hat on. I think every picture is thought well out.
Kaput. I would have shuffled off my mortal coil, kicked the bucket, it popped my clogs, taken a dirt nap. I'd have been brushing up the daisies.
So those 5 were just an extra thing anyways. I just needed to make it to this point.
They said the communication center is in the operations building. So I'll get in there and I'll send the radio call, all right? See you there.
What's that?
Every second counts. Anyone who thinks they can keep up, welcome to try.
Interesting there, all that talk about all the girls screaming and they end the level with the guy throwing out his back and screaming. I guess fairness, gender equality in your screaming in the game. I do have to mention it. Every time it does this roundup, it vibrates my controller like crazy. Let's see. So we unlock how many new characters? 2, I would bet. Let's see, 2. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Let's see. So that, in my estimate, means there's probably a little bit over 7 levels left in the entire game. I could be totally wrong about that though. I mean, there's still very much a possibility that after we do Jurassic Park 2, it will do the movie of Jurassic Park 3. It could also be that Jurassic Park 2 and Jurassic Park 3 just get combined into one longer story. They really don't have to stick to the events of each movie. They could certainly have just covered completely new story if they wanted to, and that, I think maybe for Lego games that might be the next step they have to take, because they've covered almost all the big WB stories and there aren't that many more that they could probably get the rights to. Anywho, we're at 726,000 studs, so we're almost certainly going to have 1 million. If it's only 500,000 to buy Score Times 2, then I desperately needed to have found that red brick and figured out where you can purchase it at this point, but I didn't, so all we can do is keep going forward. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rhino. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.